right, ready for this? We are diving deep into Think and Grow Rich.
Oh, yeah.
Which, let's be real.
Big one.
It's a classic for a reason, but it's one of those, it's like a whole shelf of self-help in one book. So for everyone feeling overwhelmed,
right,
that's why we're here to break it down.
You know, it's funny. People hear that title and they just fixate on the grow rich part. Like it's just a how-to for your bank account.
Yeah.
But I think Hill was getting at something way bigger. Like imagine a single mom uses these principles not to win the lottery, but to land her dream job.
Mm-hmm.
It's about unlocking potential, whatever that means for you. I mean, this book, it's quoted in the Supreme Court, for goodness sake. It's influential.
Okay, no pressure then, Mr. Hill.
Right.
But he doesn't mess around. Right out the gate, it's burning desire. Not just kind of wanting it, but that deep down, gotta have it kind of fire. Like that story he tells about Edwin Barnes.
Oh, yeah.
Dead set on working with Thomas Edison. Not even for him, with him.
And that's huge. Because Barnes, he had a crystal clear goal. Not just fame, not just money, but to be in that inner circle, learning from the best. And this is for everyone listening. What's not for you? Is it just be successful, or is there something you can articulate, almost touch it in your mind? The clearer it is, the more Hill believed. Your subconscious gets to work on it, like programming your internal GPS.
He makes it sound almost like our thoughts have this magnetic pull, drawing us towards whatever we focus on most.
Exactly. And it goes even deeper with faith and autosuggestion. This is where Hill gets a little out there, but he was convinced repeating something, even if it's a total pipe dream right now, it can actually make you believe it. Overwrite those negative tapes in your head.
Okay, so how does that work in real life?
Well, Hill shares this really personal story about his son who was deaf.
Mm-hmm.
And Hill was so determined that his son would hear, he basically instilled that belief in his son too.
He credits his son's ability to eventually hear, at least in part, to this unwavering belief. It's easy to dismiss that as wishful thinking, but I think we can all relate to self-doubt holding us back. What if we could flip that script, flood our minds with the opposite?
That's it. Replace "I'm not good enough" with "I am capable." Might sound cheesy, but that repetition, Hill would say, it rewires your brain. Opens up possibilities you didn't even see before.
So we've got the desire, the belief, but then he goes into specialized knowledge, which is kind of unexpected. I thought we were supposed to follow our passion, not textbooks.
And this is where Hill's so interesting. He's not dissing education, but he's saying, be smart about it. He tells this story about a guy who wanted to start a bookkeeping business. Great idea, but he had no clue how to actually market it. Knowledge alone is just potential, like having a toolbox, but no idea which tool to use for what.
So it's more than just having the information, it's knowing what to do with it, how to use it.
Exactly. He's got another story about this mother who helps her son get a job, but she went all out, like crafted this whole detailed plan tailored to that specific company.
But that's dedication.
And that's the takeaway. Anyone can list skills on a resume, but showing you get their business, their challenges, that's specialized knowledge in action.
All right, so laser-focused goals, unshakable belief, the right knowledge. What else we got on this roadmap to success?
And this is where it gets really cool because Hill throws out this concept he calls the mastermind. Not just networking, but something way more powerful.
Okay, mastermind.
Yeah.
Mysterious. What are we talking about here?
You know, he actually used Henry Ford as an example. Ford, right? Not a lot of formal education,
Right.
but built this hugely successful company. And Hill said a big part of it was Ford's inner circle.
Wait, so his buddies helped him build cars? I don't follow.
Not just anybody's. We're talking Thomas Edison,
Oh, okay.
Harvey Firestone, Luther Burbank. These were geniuses. And Ford didn't just chat with them at parties. He picked their brains, really collaborated deeply. That's the mastermind. It's like this fusion of perspectives that's way more than just one person could come up with.
So surrounding yourself with people who challenge you, push you further.
It's even more than that. It's that synergy, like when brilliant minds collide, sparks fly, right? Hill thought solutions come out of that you'd never get on your own. He even suggested forming groups to study Think and Grow Rich together to tap into that.
Makes sense. It's like a built-in support system, people on the same mission. But okay, so you've got the right mindset, the knowledge, the people. Still going to be roadblocks,
Yeah.
right? And Hill doesn't pretend there aren't. He's got that whole thing about the 6 basic fears.
And these are the big ones, not like, ooh, spiders, but the stuff that really gets in our way deep down.
Fear of poverty, criticism, ill health, losing love, old age, death.
Universal, though, and as relevant now as they were back then. But Hill didn't want us to hide from them. He wanted us to get to know those fears, face them head on.
So knowledge is power, even when it's about scary stuff. But how do you actually do that? Just like positive thinking them away?
If only. No, Hill said the biggest thing feeding fear is indecision, being stuck, paralyzed by options. He uses this kind of dark example, a guy about to be executed.
Oh, wow.
It's grim, but the point is this man facing death found peace. Why? The decision was made, no more agonizing, no more what ifs, and that's huge GE. Deciding, even if it's hard, is freeing. It silences the fear, you move forward.
So action, even imperfect action, is better than being frozen.
100%. And here's another curveball. He talks about Coca-Cola. Seems random, but stick with me. So the original recipe, it was a tonic, 5 cents a glass.
And now it's, well, Coca-Cola. How'd that happen?
That's what Hill's getting at. The guy who bought the formula, Asa Candler, he had vision, saw what it could be, marketed the heck out of it, understood people, boom, global brand.
So it's like the right mindset plus action can lead to huge results.
Absolutely.
But even then, life happens, right? Hill's honest about that. Things go wrong.
Huh.
But he says, don't see those as failures, see them as
growth opportunities. He actually said, every adversity, every single one, brings with it the seed of an equivalent advantage. So it's on us to find that seed, that hidden opportunity.
Yeah, like think about a time you faced a setback, big or small, work, personal life, whatever. Looking back, did something good come out of it?
Often does, right? Maybe you learned a new skill because of it, or a relationship got stronger, or you appreciated something more because you almost lost it. Those are the seeds.
It's that what doesn't kill you thing. But Hill's saying, don't just survive, actually look for the benefit.
Exactly. Don't dwell on the negative. Focus on what you can gain. And that brings us back to thoughts. Hill was adamant about this. Your dominant thoughts, they shape your reality for real. He even said repeating something, even if you don't fully buy it at first.
It's like we talked about before, auto-suggestion.
Right. It can convince your subconscious it's true.
Reprogramming your own brain. Wild.
He called it fighting poverty consciousness. That voice saying you're not enough, you'll never have enough, instead got to flood your mind with the opposite. Choose thoughts that lift you up, not drag you down.
So not just happy thoughts, but thoughts that align with your goals, what you want to achieve.
Exactly. And this is where the mastermind comes back in too.
Oh, right.
Because surrounding yourself with the right people, those who believe in you, that feeds into it too. Success isn't a solo mission. So if I had to sum up Hill's message, one big takeaway, Think and Grow Rich, is about realizing you're not stuck. You're the architect of your own life.
So you give us the tools to do that, to use our thoughts, our beliefs, our actions to get what we want, which, let's be real, that message is timeless.
Totally. Especially now, right? World's full of distractions, uncertainty. This book, it's not a magic spell, it's a call to action.
To step up, think bigger, believe in yourself, all that good stuff. And to remember that line, I love this line, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve.
There you go.
Keep that in mind as you're out there, building your best life, whatever that looks like for you. Thanks for diving deep with us. We'll catch you next time.